Olá and welcome to Daily Portuguese.
This is podcast about Portuguese language and Portuguese culture.
Season A1, Episode 8, Yes, in Portuguese. So, I think this is interesting for me because I only noticed this after living abroad. But Portuguese people, this is one of those particular things that doesn't happen that you notice when you speak few other languages. But Portuguese people don't say yes.
That is true.
So
if you want to speak like native, that's the tip.
yes, and actually, a lot of Portuguese books or grammars for foreigners come with exercises for this.
Yes, and then people don't understand what's going on and why do we make this exercise.
Yes, so I always explain this actually why we do it. So to cut down to short and fast, we usually use the verb on the question to answer the question. So if I ask you, Maria, queres café? Do you want coffee? The answer would be
Quero.
quero. So queres, the verb querer, to want, you grab that verb and you conjugate it on the first person and say, I want. Do you want coffee? I want. Let's watch a movie. Queres ver filme?
Quero.
Exactly. So,
Jantamos lá fora?
jantamos.
We eat outside?
Yeah, we eat.
Without.
So, most of the times, and we just made questions now in the present. But if I ask you, you watched the movie, viste o filme? The answer would be, you forgot how to conjugate in the past.
Sim.
Vi.
Vi.
I saw.
Sim.
Oh, someone forgot how to conjugate in pretérito perfeito. So,
We are only on A1, come on.
I know we are on A1. As in the series of podcasts and video, you are not on A1. So.
But they don't need to know that.
Okay. So I see that you took some notes. You want to share those?
Yes. So how it's used?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't use yes at all.
Actually, let me tell you something.
It's contextual.
If you
mostly.
say yes, it might sound that you are pissed. Queres café? Sim. It's not like this very short, sharp answer.
Yeah.
The same as if you don't want, we say não quero instead of saying não.
Yes, that's true. I don't know why, but maybe because I already
I think we love
know
to
the
talk.
culture.
We love to talk. So the more you talk, the more pleasant you are, and the less you talk, the more aggressive you are. I don't know. I'm just making this up at this moment. But if you are very short on your answers in Portuguese, it can be like, oh, he's pissed today. He's annoyed.
Maybe actually that's something that stems from not the culture, but the way you speak.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone doesn't use the way you speak, you think that he's pissed, not because, the language influences the culture influences the language.
Yes.
And this stuff. So, yes. So you are also often repeating the verb.
Like we say twice?
Yes.
Yeah. We don't say quero, queres café, quero. We say quero. Yeah, I want.
Yes.
Yeah, we do that quite often.
Tens fome?
Tenho.
You're hungry?
Yes. But
Because you repeat often once. You only answer once. But your mom, I noticed, she often repeats twice.
yes, if you answer I do. Tenho.
Yeah.
It also depends on the way of how people speak. So, the same way as we can use the words and express feelings towards the words to make it bigger or smaller. Mm-hmm. I bet you never listen from me that I want quero cafezinho.
Yeah.
I say quero café. I never use this inha on things or cerveja. It's cerveja. It's not cervejinha. Not a beer is a beer, not a little beer.
Yeah. So yes, I have here written actually something that's true for Portuguese, that you often add some details to the answer. So vais ao cinema hoje? Vou logo à noite.
Yeah.
And that's true. Like, do you go to the cinema today? Yes, I go later in the night. That you often answer the verb, and then if it's needed, you add some details.
Yes, yeah, the same. Like if you say like vais ao cinema logo à noite, vou. It's almost like you sound pissed, like you're angry. There's something like I go. Like so, the more you talk, I don't know. Portuguese people just talk a lot.
But I also have written here example that how you answer questions. For example, estás a fazer o bolo? Do you make cake? Estou sim.
Estou sim. Yes, I am.
Yes, I am. This is also very popular answer.
Well, as actually that question, estás a fazer bolo? You are making a cake. At this moment means estou sim. Yes, I am at this moment. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is very popular.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. The same with the
instead
coffee.
of saying sim, you say estou sim.
Yes.
To
Quero
also
sim.
make it more soft.
Even with the coffee, queres café? Quero sim.
Quero sim.
Yeah.
But you do have some words that you use instead of sim. They are just nicer. Like, pois, and está bem.
Okay, está bem is okay. Pois, what example do you have in mind? Pois é.
Vais sair agora? Pois, já vou. No?
Well, we can say pois é as a confirmation of like you're saying, oh, like it was this way, blah blah. Pois é, yes it is. Like as a confirmation, like to do this.
Because this pois you use often during the conversation, like instead of you say pois. Pois. Pois,
Yeah,
pois.
yeah, like as a, you know, like you also have this in Polish, but in Portuguese it's like I'm listening, like you just made it. So,
But you use the word.
we can say pois, like because it's like you're saying something, and I'm listening to you, and I'm agreeing to you in a way that you know what you're saying is being received and being agreed on.
Yeah. So, like when you talk with your friends about some subject, you often use pois.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, when do you use está bem? Está bem, okay.
Está bem, we use when we are planning on something, like, oh, we'll meet on this day at this time at this hour. I say, está bem. So that's how we do it. We don't. Está bem is our okay.
Yeah.
So like, okay, so we'll meet later today at 8 o'clock in the restaurant. Okay, está bem. Okay, yes.
And here I have this example, queres jantar fora? Está bem. You would use it, but...
It's more like not quer jantar fora. I wouldn't ask like, do you want to go out? It's more like, oh, vamos jantar fora. Like, let's go out for dinner.
Yeah.
And you say, está bem. As, yeah, okay, I agree to your proposal.
Yes. And here I have written that you use sim for official situations.
Yes, this is actually funny. A lot of people, and if you are studying Portuguese, you've noticed that we have few ways to make the question. I can say, o que estás a fazer? O que é que estás a fazer? So we add this é que. The funny thing is that the shorter you speak, it can be interpreted as more formal.
So maybe that's why you don't use sim on a daily basis.
So o que é que estás a fazer? The longer way is the more useful on our daily basis. O que estás a fazer, or what are you doing? It's the shorter one is the more formal one. So like probably the shorter version, it's more formal, more polite than.
And since you don't like to use it, the formal
Depends on the situation.
language on a daily basis,
Yeah.
you just try to avoid anything that's formal.
Yeah, we kind
That's why you use vosie instead of señor and señora.
Because it can, signora can offend someone. Like when someone calls me signor, I feel old.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that you in Portugal in general try to avoid these very formal situations
Yeah.
in language.
Yes. We prefer like it's hard for me when I have students and they are older and they want to treat me senhor, call me senhor, or call me as você. It just I don't like to have like, if I'm meeting them every week, why should we be so formal to each other? Like like can't we just treat ourselves as two?
So if the manager asks you for meeting, you say what?
No, please. The manager like of the company meeting like what?
Okay, let's say that your boss that you meet every day in the work, you tell him, sim, estou disponível, yes, I am available, or you say...
Again, it depends the relationship you have with this
Okay.
person. So, as I remember my days of working in an office, I'd be like, sim, okay, estou disponível. Like there was not, it was a very open way of working, and there was not this formality and this barrier between me and my boss. Like if there will be someone coming from the US, okay, sim, but in English. But or someone higher, or there would be like my contacts with Portuguese people that I had no co-working day-to-day relationship. It was a bit more formal. So that's the situation.
So when you're getting married, what you say?
Sim, aceito.
Sim, aceito. Yes, I agree.
I accept.
I accept.
So yeah. And that's why we don't say yes, we just use the verb for confirming what you want. And if we don't want, we just say no, and then the verb. Queres café? Não quero.
Yeah. So, to sum up, you use the verb.
Sim,
Sometimes you use it twice.
usamos.
You say if someone uses the verb estar, you answer estou sim.
Sim. Está correto.
And you use pois or está bem.
Pois, as like you're talking and I'm just confirming the facts.
Say hi to our dog. Is he visible?
Yeah, but he wants to say something.
Yeah. And you use sim mostly in official,
Formal way. Yeah,
formal way.
that is correct.
Thank you very much
You're
for
welcome.
teaching me something.
Good to go. Good to know that you're still learning. Especially the past tense. You have to.
Ciao!
Bye.